When I was a young child, something happened that I cannot accurately explain. A time when me and my family came back home from our journey from Landmark. When we arrived at home at the village of Mervo Park, Paranaque City, and reached our house 43 Palm Spring Street, the entire village had a blackout, which was very bad for the people within the village. We waited for the lights to return and we grew a bit restless because it was unexpected that a blackout happened in our home village. I was a bit skeptical of the divine since I didn't see any signs of their existence being a thing to convince me that they are absolutely real. When there was a blackout in the village, I hoped for a miracle to happen. With that, I prayed to God for the lights to return back to the village. After the prayer to God, we waited for something to happen. After many minutes had passed, something miraculous occurred. The lights had returned back to the village. How it happened, I was not sure. I know for a fact that Morocco was not the one who fixed the lights since none of my family members ever called for them. So in that moment, for something like that to happen that I cannot explain, I thought of one possibility. My prayer to God has been answered. The divine has heard my prayer and replied back in return, but not as I expected. In that moment, it made me understand that just because we can't see God physically does not mean they are not there, but they are there. It's just we don't have to see to believe in it. That event is what made me less skeptical of the divine and absolutely believe in them no matter what. This was a memorable religious experience for me. You see, when the blackout happened in my village, it was like a reflection between myself and the divine, which is me trying to understand God a little better, whether I can see them or not. When I was praying to the divine to bring back the lights of my village, this moment was a way for me to reconcile, rekindle, and strengthen my relationship with God, which is personally asking the divine for something not for my own selfish need, but for the people that are living in Merville Park. When many minutes had passed, the lights came back to the village without any explanation. It was as if God took the time to think about my prayer despite knowing what I wanted, like they were testing whether my prayer was genuine or not. I get the feeling God was teaching me about how to be patient when situations like this happen, meaning I should not always expect that my solutions and answers will happen right away. When it comes to spirituality, I have this one called active practical spirituality, which lets me try to understand the world in a much deeper manner that goes beyond what I can see physically while also being helpful to others whenever they need it. I try to be open minded in other topics, being understanding, being patient, being forgiving, and being compassionate towards other people because I believe there should be more good people in the world rather than bad people. To me, I like to think it's a way for me to try to walk on the same path as God slash Jesus in being a good neighbor to other people, no matter the circumstances. Active practical spirituality became an important part of my life because it helped me cultivate a deeper sense of meaning to myself as a person, finding a purpose in my existence on what I should do, and creating connections with other people or even forces greater than me, which leads me to being well enhanced and building up resilience in the face of the challenges that life throws at me.